Hello my lovely Aquarians, welcome to Taurus Lady channel. This is your love related reading for I want to say September, for November 2019. How do they see you, the person you're thinking of right now, and how do you see them? Okay, we're gonna look into the possible blockage between you two, the outcome, and we're gonna pull some cards to give you a piece of advice. So this is for you Aquarius, and if you are cross watching on your Aquarius, this is also for you. Okay, so I'm sorry I haven't been here for a long time, but life was calling me, and you know, I had to like set my priorities here. So you all know by now, possibly those of you who you know are interested in tarot readings or in astrological events, cosmic events happening this month, you know, you probably heard all over the place that the Mercury retrograde is starting. It's making its way. The transit is happening retrograde on the 31st of October, and it's gonna be retrograding up to the 20th of November. However, you might have felt by now its effect, and you might be feeling like literally 2 weeks beforehand and 2 weeks after it's, you know, after it goes direct. I have definitely felt it. Just to make it very short, how can it affect you? Well, mainly that the past may come back, not necessarily in the physical world, but in your mind. Okay, you might be thinking about the past, you might be regretful about the past, or the opposite, you know, someone else might be coming back into your life from the past. They might be feeling regretful about something they've done to you, or vice versa. Or you might be, if you are in a relationship with someone, you might be feeling throughout the Scorpio season a desire for something new, something better, something more passionate. Maybe there was something you've been carrying with yourself, something you've been unhappy about with your partner, and whether you like it or not, throughout this season this may all come out. Okay, so if you've been bottling some emotions in your love department, or any sort of the emotions, Mercury retrograde, it's a good thing about Mercury retrograde. It makes you talk about it, makes you open up, it makes you get rid of things that were holding you back. And because it's in the Scorpio season, you know, Scorpio, the card in tarot of Scorpio is a death card. You know, you got to close one door for another door to open, you know. So you might be realizing, whether it's in love or your general life, your personal life, what's been holding you back. Okay, so it is not always a comfortable you know, period in our time when we're going through Mercury retrograde. So you know, before we go straight into the reading, I just want to tell you that, you know, it's very possible you may hear from someone from the past, or someone might be lingering on your mind, but that doesn't mean you have to go to Aquarius. Okay, this is just how the energy is affecting us. And if you are not happy in your current relationship, you really want to finish it, you know, I would urge you to wait until then, you know, until we get out of the Scorpio season. Okay, because maybe it's just you feel like, you know, you want to go for something really passionate. Of course, it's entirely up to you what you're doing, but just be aware how Scorpio's energy affecting us, you know, making us desire, like we desire for more. And Mercury retrograde, like all of the issues we've been bottling up, coming up to surface, and it's also a good time to heal your wounds. So by talking about what's bothering you, what's been bothering you, speaking up the truth, you might be able to heal something that you refuse to talk about, you know, etc, etc. Okay, 4 minutes of talking, I think that's enough. So let's get into the reading. How do they see you, Aquarius? I'll clear the energy to make sure mine doesn't go through. Okay, how is the decor? I'm sorry I got no mask, but I got very bad allergy the other day from wearing a mask. How do they see you, my lovely Aquarius? How do they see you? The person you're thinking of right now. Whoa, we got Ace of Swords in reverse position. Okay, okay, how do they see you? They see you as if, you know, you're not being clear with them about what you want, okay? They think like you haven't got a clarity, you're not clear about your intentions with them. For some reasons, they're feeling confused, okay? In the upright position, Ace of Swords is someone who looks at the situation from two different angles, emotional and analytical, and they've got a clear idea, picture of a situation. But they think that maybe not only you don't make clear, like you don't tell them how you feel about them possibly, okay? Because with Ace of Swords, Aquarius, I feel like maybe what's happening is that you know, you looking at them, you analyzing this connection from an analytical point of view, not emotional, okay? So they feel like, you know, you're lacking clarity, or you're not telling them about how you're feeling about them, Aquarius, for some reasons, okay? Maybe you spoke to them and you thought that was the way, your way of telling them how you feel about them, but they are not sure. They don't feel like you know, you've got emotions for them. Maybe it's about time you speak up about it, because they feel like you are not clear about your intention towards them, okay? They also view you with, whoa, communication coming fast, okay? They know that you want to communicate with them, okay? They know you want to say something. I'm not sure whether you have said it, and like I said, from Mercury retrograde, it might be coming out. Something you wanted to say may finally come to surface. This comes across to me as a fast coming communication, text messages, okay? Something very emotional, something you've been keeping inside, very deep inside of yourself, Aquarius, okay? It's like you can't hold on to these words any longer. You can't hold on to these thoughts. You know, even if you've been trying to bottle up your emotions, they're coming out, and they see you wanting to communicate with them, okay? Emotionally, this is sending messages, okay? You might be not talking, might have not talked to them about how you feel about them, whether you are together or not. However, they know you've got a lot to tell them. And this is to do with emotions, how you're feeling about them, about the situation. And whatever you've been holding, and like I keep saying, tied to your chest, it might be coming out throughout the Scorpio season, yeah, throughout Mercury retrograde. You might be finally telling them what's been bothering you, on how you do you really feel about them, okay? They also view you, Aquarius, with, they view you with, okay, the Fool. So they think that you want to have a new chapter in your life, okay, with them. They sensing that maybe, you know, I'm not sure if it's with them, we're going to actually clarify in a moment, but they think that you want to have a new chapter in your life. Or if you don't want to have a chapter with them, they see you as the Fool. What I mean by that is that they think that maybe, but I'm not really sure. The Fool is someone, you know, who's happy to take a risk to travel. We've got two cards of traveling. Maybe you are about to travel. You're quite adventurous, Aquarius, okay? They might be see you traveling. You want to have a new beginning in your life, a new chapter in your life, okay? You don't want to worry about money. You want to possibly travel, take a dog, and just have a new beginning, new chapter in your life. That's how they see you, okay? And maybe that's why you're not telling them about how you're really feeling, because if you want to travel or you want to have something new. So let's clarify. Or let's clarify later. Let's see how do... what was this? How do they see you, right? How do you see them now? Let's see. How do you see them, Aquarius? Okay, I hope you can see me well. Let's see, how do you see them, Aquarius? How do you see them? How do you see them, Aquarius? Of course, this is hypothetically speaking, this is from each other's perspective. Okay, the Death, this is a Scorpio season. So Aquarius, you view them as if, you know, they want to finish it with you, or maybe you feel like they closed the door on you. You feel like they finished a cycle with you, like you are over, okay? Or you see them as someone who's been holding you back, okay? Someone who keeps having those negative patterns of their behavior. They keep holding you back, and but more than anything, you feel that they close the door on you, okay? That it's done, it's over, it's done and dusted. That's why they know you're having a new beginning. You view them as if, you know, this is the end of the cycle, you know, the toxic energy. Maybe they're quite toxic to your life, okay? They kept holding you back, okay? They kept repeating the same mistakes. Whatever you've had you to, you kept going into circles. You kept being put back to square one. This person you're dealing with, okay? And this is for Scorpio season. You might have dealt with Scorpio, but I feel like, you know, this is the end of the cycle. You see them as if, you know, you coming to the end, or maybe they, whoever, you know, decided to come to the end with this connection. We have the end of the cycle here, the end of a toxic cycle. So maybe you saw them as someone who's quite toxic to your life, but you quite loyal. I mean, like, you like to stay in a relationship for a long time. So maybe you kept having you kept like closing your eyes on the negative behavior that they were distributing and showing you over again. And every few months it'll be like the same story all over again, the same thing all over again, okay? Until you put it to the rest. You also view them, Aquarius, with, okay, someone who really focuses on work, okay? Someone who really cares about money, and they're very observant. They're watching you. Nothing gets unnoticed with them. You might be dealing with an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, possibly Capricorn. They're very hardworking. They're focusing on their money a lot. You think they're focusing on their money almost too much. They work too much. Whereas the way they see you, you know, you're quite happy to go on a journey, just take a dog with you, a few necessities, and you'll be quite happy, okay? It's like carpe diem, okay? You're quite happy to go with the flow, not to worry. But I think you're dealing with someone who's the opposite, Aquarius. This is someone who's all about, you know, I've got to have enough money. They keep, working and calculating each day how much money they've made. Whereas you're a bit different. You just want to have a stress-free life. You just want to go on a journey, understand yourself, understand the world, experience, you know, and put your faith into destiny and not worry so much about money. So maybe that's what something was holding you back. They kept, caring about money and telling you, you know, we can't travel, we can't really do this, because if we do this, we're not going to have money. And you find that quite annoying, possibly. You also view them with, okay, we got 8 of Swords. Someone who's quite negative. Aquarius, I don't know who you dealt with, but this person's quite negative. They keep thinking of this connection, and generally speaking, they are a negative person, and they keep thinking in a negative way, okay? The thoughts, they can never stop thinking about life, everything in a negative way. That's weird. So let's look into the main blockage between you two, okay? Aquarius, I hope I said. Just get some tea. Oh, it's strong. What's the main blockage, Aquarius, between you two? What's the main blockage, Aquarius? Ooh, we got 2 cards. Okay, we've got the Emperor, controlling issue, and Knight of Swords. Okay, someone who says stuff without thinking, someone who uses ruthless words, someone whose words can really cut deep, okay? So we're dealing with someone who's controlling. We've got controlling issues. Maybe you're dealing with someone, well, this is Aries card, but the energy of the Emperor is, you know, they of course they got to have their life in control, and this person you're dealing with, they love to, you know, keep a control of their life, and they possibly like to control you, and they're always negative, you know, what if I don't have enough money? And you are like, just chill out, babe, chill out, okay? Just enjoy your life, carpe diem. And from Mercury retrograde, you might just end up telling them, listen, you know, I can't take you being negative any longer. With Ace of Swords in reverse position, you know, I'm losing vision, clarity, you know, because I feel like, you know, you're not sure, you haven't got a clear vision of what is that they want. They keep being negative. I don't know if this makes sense. And the blockage is the Emperor, controlling issues, and some words being said, okay, that were very hurtful, okay? Maybe when they pushed your buttons, Aquarius, you said things you know you shouldn't have said, or vice versa, okay? Because you felt like you couldn't be controlled any longer, okay? You're dealing with someone very strong. Maybe you two are quite strong, and that's an issue. Knight of Swords, it might be your energy, you know, approaching the situation. We've got this clarified twice, from more of an analytical than emotional, you know, point of view, because you're being logical here, okay? You're being logical. There's a lot of thinking, logical, okay? Let's look into the main outcome for you two. What is the outcome for Aquarius and the person they're dealing with? What is the outcome for Aquarius and the person they're dealing with? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This could be the end of the cycle, or it could actually be, you know, the karma. But let's clarify this, because we need to find out more. Where's the other deck? Sorry, here. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Usually it's the end of a karmic connection, okay? But it could be a karma. The Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Ending and beginning. 10 of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like this is the end of a commitment here, possibly, okay? The end of marriage. Let's clarify. We've got 10 tens. And we've got 4 of, wow, Cups in reverse position. So, okay. So what we've got is someone here in the past took someone else's love for granted, okay? And I feel like possibly Aquarius, they took your love for granted here, or vice versa. But I feel like that's what the cards are telling me, because they're focusing on the work, on money a lot, okay? They they demonstrated some negative patterns of the behavior, something toxic. They kept holding you back. You kept arguing. They kept doing the same silly thing that and you kept forgiving them every time, okay? And they were a very negative person, okay? They were thinking about you and the whole connection, whatever happened between you, they were looking at it from a very negative perspective, whereas you wanted to just go with the flow and see how things go, have a free spirit approach to it, okay? And I think from Mercury retrograde, you know, you might be finally telling them, this is, you know, how I've been feeling. You know, I felt like you've been controlling me, okay? But the way you say it, if you end up saying it, it will be quite harsh, you know, because you may end up being quite wound up and annoyed. So the end of the cycle is the outcome, okay? The karmic connection, that was the karma that meant to happen. The end of the cycle, someone took someone else's love for granted in the past, okay? Maybe because they had other options. For that reason, we've got the end of the stability, the end of commitment here, Aquarius, okay? Let's clarify. Ace of Swords in reverse position, you know, they see you not being sure, or like they feel like you do not have a clarity of the whole situation. Like you are only communicating with them from an analytical, not emotional point of view. So, because in the upright position, Ace of Swords is someone who can see situation from both angles, but they think that you're either black or white, and Possibly you just being logical about this connection. Let's clarify this. That's how they view Ace of Swords. Okay, commitment and Devil. Yes, so you only see this, you know, that the commitment you've got. You know, Two of Cups is about attraction, connection. You're only looking at your connection with this person, Aquarius. From a logical point of view, you feel like, you know, it's been toxic. Okay, this is Devil's card. Maybe you're dealing with Capricorn. It's been toxic, so that's all you can think of. Okay, you're not thinking about how you're really feeling about this person, maybe, because all you can see, black and white, it's toxic. Okay, maybe we've got the Devil. Maybe there was a third party situation at some point, and that was toxic. Okay, that was a toxic. Maybe the connection's lacking attraction. That's why you're not opening up emotionally, but you're closing. This is interesting. That's how they view with Eight of Wands. You know, there's so much you want to say on the emotional level. You might be sending messages. You might have sent messages, okay, to them. They know you want to talk about something really, really deep. What is it then? Okay. You want to talk to them about, you know, making sure that, I think you're just trying to tell them, be patient, you know, get your life together, be more balanced. You are not balanced, you know. Or you might be telling them with a Temperance, listen, right now, you're telling them, Aquarius, my life is in order. I am really balanced. Please, you know, let's stay off each other way. If all we can cause to each other is drama, okay? Because of Temperance, you just avoiding any drama here. So you're telling them, listen, whatever you do, however this is gonna end, please, let's just avoid any drama. Let's stay balanced. You know, I've restored my peace. Let's be patient. Let's just don't argue. Let's just, you know, if this is gonna really be the end of the cycle, let's make it smooth. Let's make it easy for both of us. Because I'm about to travel. I want to have a new chapter in my life. I want to start from all over again, from scratch. Let's clarify the Fool. That's how they view you. Okay. Okay, Ten of Swords. So this is, again, you know, you've experienced a painful ending. They know you've experienced a painful ending. You felt betrayed. You know, you're not suffering any longer, but you've experienced a painful ending. Now you're having a new beginning. For that reason, you're ready to just, you know, only take your dog with you and necessities and go on a journey, you know, follow your destiny, put your faith into destiny. Okay, you're saying it didn't work out, fair enough. But, you know, I believe there's something else out there for me. And I'm not going to rest till I find it. And they know this. I just want to clarify one card for them. The Death. Why did it finish? Did they finish it? Or did you put it to the rest, Scorpio? It's a Scorpio's card, Aquarius. Let's clarify the Death. I mean, all of the readings from Mercury retrograde are a little bit shady and a little bit negative. I try to keep a positive spin on it, but it's hard. The Death, because that's what Scorpio is about. It's finishing what we couldn't finish, or we haven't had the energy to finish it for a long time. You know, whether you like to finish it or not, it's gonna come out to the surface, however you're feeling. Just want to check something. Again, Ace of Swords. Right. Ace of Swords. So you see them, you know, they made a decision here. They made a decision with Ace of Swords. The truth came out. They decided, you know, they analyzed the feelings and the logic, they put it all together, and they've decided that they made it very clear to you that they want it out, possibly, okay? Also with Ace of Swords here, they see in a position as if, you know, there's some truth lacking in the situation. that, like, they feel like there's something you're not telling them, Aquarius, or vice versa. With Ace of Swords in reverse position, something, I'm lacking some information. I can't understand you, Aquarius. That's what they're saying. I can't fully understand you. I'm lacking some information about you. Okay. For that reason, they putting it to the rest, possibly. It's like they might have been telling you, there's something I'm missing. There's something I don't know about you. Wow. Let's clarify, why do they think in a negative way about this connection, about you? Okay. Whoa, we've got 5 of Pentacles in reverse position, because they got left out in the cold in the past. Not necessarily by you, but this has made them this way. They lost out financially, emotionally, back in time, either because of you, either because of someone else. Either way, they got rejected in the past, and for that reason they're very negative about you. You know, this could have been something they haven't healed from the past, or maybe literally something you did in the past. But so whatever happened between you two, they were left out in the cold, and they experienced financial loss or emotional loss. Okay, if it wasn't with you, with someone else, but they haven't healed that pain. For that reason, that they've been taken out on you. And let's clarify the blockage once again. Controlling issues that lead to one of you, really, running around with this sword and cutting deep and hurting others with words, with the words they use. Like when we argue and we can't control our words, uncontrollable, words that can really, really hurt. Let's clarify Knight of Swords. Too many cards, sorry. Let's clarify Knight of Swords. 2 cards came out. Okay, Judgment and Wands. All right. So the blockage is, there's some kind of unfinished business, something, like I said. The reason they see you with Ace of Swords in reverse position, because they feel like there's something you're not telling them. There's always that bit, something that they feel like you're a mystery, something they feel like you still a mystery to them. Doesn't matter how long you've been together, there's something they're missing, and they can't understand you clearly, And they feel like, there's unfinished business between you two. Something is not finished. Maybe you two sat down and discussed, because this is like a self-reflection card, self-reflecting on yourself, on a connection. Also, like a card of not necessarily reconciliation, but meeting up and discussing what went wrong, and where do we go from here. Okay. Because here I think the blockage is that someone is not letting go of this connection, Aquarius. Okay, someone is not letting go of this connection, and they may want to reconcile with this card. But when this does happen, throughout this Mercury retrograde or Scorpio season, I don't think the communication is gonna go well. Okay, so let's look into the piece of advice. And then again, I've just seen it again, Judgment. Okay, or maybe as a blockage with Judgment, someone who's been judging the connection. Listen, it's not, I understand, we've been through so much together, so much pain. We've argued, we break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up. This kept going on and on and on. That was like an ending, non-ending, endless toxic cycle. But let's take, life, let's have life in order. Let's be in control of our life. Maybe we're just not meant to be together. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. So what is the piece of advice, Aquarius, for you or your cross watcher, for the person you're dealing with? Okay, 7 of Wands. Don't be defensive, okay? Do not be defensive, okay? If people are attacking you, or and the upright, this person is being questioned, okay? Don't worry, if they want to talk to you about something emotional, okay, don't get defensive, Aquarius. This can go, you know, either for you or for your cross watcher. Just sit down and talk to them, okay? If there's really something, you know, you need to discuss, you know, you may not want to, but, you know, I think whether it's you or them, I feel like, you know, don't be defensive, whether it's a message for you or the person you're dealing with. A warm card, the moon, you might be doing the Cancer star sign, or the secrets might be coming out, or maybe, like I've said, maybe someone here has to take a walk down the memory lane. Maybe there was something painful in the childhood, you know. This is all about the past coming to the surface. This is all about something you were hiding, Aquarius, whether it was you or them, okay? And now it's coming out throughout the Scorpio season, Mercury retrograde, because it stayed there for way too long, okay? So if they want to discuss something about your past, don't be defensive, okay? Or vice versa. I feel like maybe there's something they've recognized about you and they want to talk to you about it, something very deep, emotional. You know, if that's the case, let them just sit down and have a discussion, you know. You may not want to, I feel like, or vice versa. Let's clarify the moon. You know, the moon illuminates the truth. The truth will be coming out, definitely, throughout this month. 5 of Swords, okay? The truth about being defeated. The truth about losing in a battle. The truth about, you know, having a short-term victory with someone back in time. Someone got here defeated. Maybe it was you, Aquarius, maybe it was them. Either way, it's about time someone open up about this. Maybe it's that person you're dealing with, you know, they got rejected in the past and they've got issues because of that, because they haven't healed what they should have healed before getting a relationship with you, and now, you know, this is been affecting you. Maybe it's about time if you're a crosswatcher, it's about time for you to talk to Aquarius about why you are the way you are, why you are controlling when it comes to Aquarius, possibly, okay? You know, because sometimes when people, and I've been there myself, when we go for relationships, when we get rejected by someone, or when we experience pain or disappointment, when something left us, if someone leaves us in a cold, you know, sometimes the mechanism for a human being is like what we adopt is like a survival mode. So we choose to sweep it under the carpet, the feeling, and those feelings of pain, being you know, betrayed, this can come up literally 20 years later, you know, and may affect someone else, someone who does not deserve this. And I'm not saying this for you, Aquarius, for both of you, a cross watcher or you, okay? Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, we've got here Ace of Coin, you know, which is, you know, whatever you have here, there's opportunity of something stable. Something stable is coming here, okay? Stability. So this is about the stability you've had so far with someone, okay? Something is being given to you, Aquarius. But the outcome is the end of the cycle, possibly, okay? Because someone's love got taken for granted, someone was rejected in the past, and maybe that's something not to do even with you, but with the past, either your past or their past. That's something you two've got to discuss if you are to enjoy what you have already built together, because Ace of Coins is about building a paradise on earth, you know? But there's a past lingering. Of course there is. Let me get animal spirit for you quickly. Just get one very quick card. A dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters, okay? You're serving too many masters, so make sure you're loyal just to one or two people, not to too many. I don't know why they said that, but it makes sense. Because I know, Aquarians, you've got lots of friends, lots of like acquaintances. It's very different because I'm a Taurus, so I've got like 1 or 3 friends. But I know Aquarians tend to have like a big circle of friends. But I always question my friend who's Aquarius, like, you know, are these your friends or are these your acquaintances? No offense, I mean, because I can understand it, because I feel like it's impossible to give time to so many people. But that's just me, you know. A, B, C, D, sorry. Come on, we got to hurry up. I don't want to get to 40. I try to keep it 20 minutes, impossible for me. Okay. Okay, so the human error is to continue. Okay, I gotta read from the beginning. Whom do you serve, Aquarius, is the question at hand here. When you compromise your personal integrity through misguided attempts to please others out of fear of the disapproval or to avoid upsetting them, you deny your own inner authority and give away your power. You become the servant, maybe the servant of this person or vice versa, and they your masters. You allow this by assuming that another person or organization has greater knowledge, power, or spiritual wisdom than you and put yourself in a less than position. While others may possess some of these attributes to a greater degree than you do, you can honor them as teachers, not masters. Okay, so don't allow anyone to make you a servant. You're not a servant, you can be a master. Okay. Over a number of years, you may find yourself attached to the leashes of many masters, leading you to feel fragmented and to some degree powerless. Instead, take off all those collars they give it to you, collars, and let spirit be your one true master. Then you'll experience true freedom. So I feel like if this is real, if this is with you know reference to this reading, whoever you're dealing with, you know, remember that, you know, like we talk about controlling issues, you're not being controlled because you can't control Aquarius as well. Okay, remember that, you know, don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're any less, you know, that like they can control you. Don't allow anyone to control you, Aquarius, in your circle of friends or in your love department. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this resonates with you, and I will talk to you in November. Oh my goodness, in December. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. Okay, love you. Thank you. Bye.